This is Jermaine Bryan reporting for the Pound for Pound Boxing Show, proudly sponsored by Bravos. I'm joined by Sam Gilley and Billy Underwood. Just watched Beau Reynolds draw after that performance. Well, I'm going to ask you guys to just recap on the performance and how you thought he performed and your disappointment.
Yeah, go to him first.
Mate, do you know what? Listen, you know, like, he's had a baby not long ago. He's had a few things going on outside of the ring. I'm not making excuses, but we know Beau's a lot better than how he performed in there. He got the draw, so it's something he can learn from. And we've also got to remember, he's a young kid. He's just turned 20, do you know what I mean? He can only learn from it. He can only learn from it.
Sam, your thoughts on the fight and Beau's performance?
Very disappointed. Listen, we all know what Beau's capable of. I think he could have made that so much easier, and it's so annoying because it's so frustrating for me because we see him every day in the gym, don't we? And we see how good he is, but he has jumped into the pro game, and this is a little wake up. The pro game's dangerous, or whatever level you get in there. But listen, we're all proud of him. Listen, he puts on he runs a business. He's just had a baby. He's 20 years old. Like, mate, he does
he does things that grown adults could never do.
Yeah, we think he's like 30 years old,
do you know
don't we? The way he conducts himself and stuff like that. He's a blinding kid to have around the gym. But I'm very, very disappointed in you tonight, Beau, because that was not Beau Reynolds. But
only disappointed because of how good we know he is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the frustration. Not because we're disappointed of Harry, but like, do you know what I mean? Because of how good we know he is. That's all.
But he will gain so much from them 4 rounds, because I mean, people can have people running away from him for 4 rounds and they flip, win on points. To have someone come back and bomb away with you, that's almost like having a proper fight in your second fight. Do you know what I mean? He's pretty much had a 50-50 fight because the geezer comes to have a sling out of him. So, I mean, he could have just kept it. I mean, his arms must be about 3.5 meters long, so he could have just kept it there. But we can sit here and say what he could have done all night. But he'll learn from it. He'll come back. He didn't lose. That's the main thing. He's still undefeated. He's going to move on. He's going to learn from that. I'd like to see him fight that geezer again, actually, because he can make it so much more easy work at that geezer. And I mean, it's down to Rod and that what they do, but I'm just frustrated.
No, like you said, we've got to remember it's his second fight. He's young, like you mentioned. Obviously, he probably just got a bit overwhelmed by obviously the guy coming and done. He probably lost the game plan, went out the window at the doors. But like you said, you guys are in the gym with him every day. I'm sure he's going to bounce back from this performance and go on to better things.
100%, he will. He'll learn from it. As I said, that's all we can do. You know what I mean? He ain't took a loss there. It's still be a hard pill to swallow, 100%, because he wants to win. Everyone does. But it's saying he can learn and build from, and like what Sam said, maybe get a rematch, correct it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what, though, as well? Like, obviously, I watched the first fight. No disrespect to the lad in the first fight, but he ended up coming out of loss. It shows the sort of character Beau is, because he got put down, and you see on his face, he was like, oh, like, this is new. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, it is a shock. The first time you get put on the floor, it's surprising. So, and for him to get up, fight back the way he did, and I think he nearly had him out there at the end of the 3rd round. Do you know what I mean? So it shows the minerals Beau's got and how much he can actually have a scrap. Do you know what I mean? When boxing does go out the window, sometimes you've got to stand and have a fight, and that's what he done tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll bounce back. You got you guys in there, good fighters as well in the training camp with him. I'm sure he's going to bounce back. And I want to ask, what's the future for you both as well? Because you obviously English champion, Billy coming off a great win the last time you're out. What's next for you two? Start with you, Billy.
For me, to be honest, mate, I'll be back out on October the 1st. That's what I've been told. And just whoever they put in front of me, really. I want to be pushing for titles towards the end of the year. At least get my name in the mix if I ain't fighting for one.
Not mine.
At least get my name in the mix. So, you know, if it's a fight that I spoke to the boys, and if they can give me something that's going to put me in line for that, I'll be happy.
Let's talk a bit about your last fight, though. Great knockout. How do you feel after that, man? Because that was that was a long time coming. That fight, obviously, for you getting out there and putting on a performance like that. How did you feel after you got the stoppage win?
Oh, mate, it felt good. It felt just like relieving, really, to be honest. You know, I had like 2 fights pull out that I was meant to have, and to do it like that, it felt really good, really good. But it was also, you know, I knew I could do it. I knew I can beat people like that. You know, I knew I could beat people like that, and I know I can push on. So, and if I want to get to where I want to get to, I need to be beating people like that. So,
Sam, any news for you when your net's going to be out next?
Listen, we're hoping September for what, who knows whether I'm going to defend the English again. whether I'm going to move on to something else, whether there's going to be another avenue, whether I'm going to get picked up by a promoter. At the minute, I know as much as you do. So we've had a couple of sit-downs, couple of meetings and stuff. So we're just sitting and waiting for the phone to go, really. The second that goes, I'll be back in camp and I'll be able to come out and excite you all again.
Let's talk a bit about Jordan Dujon. He's fighting tonight as well. How impressive you guys have seen him in his last couple of performances. Yeah, we forgot about Jordan, didn't we? Yeah. We forgot about Jordan's about to fight tonight, main event. So let's talk a bit about that. Jordan's he's on the brink of fighting for a title as well. So how important is this fight for him tonight, and that he gets through it, and then maybe later on in the year he gets a title shot?
Yeah, I mean, listen, as we're going to say this about everybody that comes in our gym, because we all train so hard. Like, Jordan in the gym should tonight make very easy work of this. Should stop this geezer. I say should because we'll just see what happens when you get a little bit too eager. So I hope if there's a positive out of a negative, Jordan will watch what Beau's just done and come out a little bit more smart. So Jordan's a lot more experienced than Beau. Obviously, I'm being a bit harsh on Beau there, but I do think Jordan should get this geezer out of there. He's been out of the ring for 4 years, I believe. So, and Jordan actually boxes very well against southpaws. So I know he got beat by one of the Fowler brothers, but he actually boxes very well against southpaws. Watching him sparring, so we expect a lot from him tonight, as we do every time he gets in the ring. So, and I mean, exactly, and there's no reason why he should not be fighting for a title next.
Yeah, I believe I'm a big fan of Jordan, and I think he deserves his shot at a title. I think he will get that after this fight.
He gets so much stick in the gym, doesn't he?
Yeah, mate,
he
does.
Gets so much stick in the gym because I mean, Ryan's won the Southern area, Ben's won the Southern area, I won Southern area English.
He's on that brink. So
he's so close. So us boys always give him a dig. Like he'll come in the gym and everyone's holding their belts and go, "Where's yours?" Like so we're always giving him a stick in the gym. So it gives him a little bit of extra motivation to go out there, be spiteful tonight, and get himself one step closer to getting his own one.
Listen, he's expected to, and I'm sure he will. You know what I mean? As like what Sam said, he's more than capable.
Yeah.
We know how good he is. You know what I mean? So he's more than capable to go on and start pushing for that first sort of title, like the Southern area, towards the end of the year. And then he can hold it for me, vacate it, and I'll have it.
It's going to be like a little running system, isn't it? Because I'll vacate the English. Jordan will probably by then move up. Yeah. From the Southern area, I'll vacate the Southern area for you. So hopefully the belts will just run through the gym.
It'd be perfect. Imagine.
That'd be lovely.
Guys, thank you for your time. All the best with Jordan tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys back out very, very soon. So thank you for your time tonight, man. Cheers, guys. Thank you.